Buddy, what's up? I hope you're having a wonderful day. So I just watched the movie Raees in the evening, and I have to say, I've had a treat cinematically because of many reasons. I think it's a performance-driven film. I was, waiting for this film for quite some time. It was highly anticipated because it's a Shah Rukh Khan film. It's an excellent entertainment production. It's a Red Chillies entertainment collaboration coming together with Nawazuddin Siddiqui coming together with Shah Rukh Khan, and the film was highly delayed lots of months back. It was tanked for a bit. It wasn't getting done. Shah Rukh was injured and all that jazz, but finally the film released and it was titled against Kabul, which is a great sign because Kabul itself I've heard is a fantastic film. I haven't watched it as yet. So what I'm going to do is structure the film of Raees and break it down as to what I loved about it so much. I think first of all, let's get it out of the way. Nawazuddin Siddiqui. I mean, there's no film till today he's done that has not impressed the audience. I think as a film critique, as a film buff, as someone who's a student of acting, he just impresses you in every single frame he does. I think he's just so solid, so dynamic, so real, so honest, and so raw that every dialogue that he speaks has a certain kind of a layering of authenticity to it. It's almost like underplaying the role, yet doing it what really matters. So as far as that was concerned, he, did justice to the role entirely of the police, the cop that he's playing, and he's seen as a bad guy because if you're not a Shah Rukh Khan fan, you'll love Nawazuddin Siddiqui. But if you are a Shah Rukh Khan fan, you'll still love him in this film because guess what? He makes Shah Rukh look amazing in this movie. So yeah, I mean, 10 on 10 as far as Nawazuddin Siddiqui's acting is concerned. I really can't judge him because he's just so relentless and just so talented. Speaking of which, I love the supporting actor, the one who plays Shah Rukh's sort of apprentice, the guy who is an amateur who helps him. Zishan, I don't know his last name, but he was brilliant in this film. I think it was phenomenal. What excellent timing, what realism, what rawness again bringing to it's pure acting talent. And yeah, I'm seeing him second, third time, and I've seen him in some small gigs doing some really interesting stuff. But I think coming in a big film, in a big budget film like this, really, I'm sure is going to help him grow leaps and bounds in many which ways and do whatever it takes to become a success story. So I think it's a great filmography to launch from. Mahira Khan, I think, was brilliant. I think she's very fresh, she's very relentless, she's very off the cuff, and she's someone who I think you'll easily fall in love with. She's got a pleasant face, she's very likable, very charming, very, very good looking, and got some really strong, great, beautiful Pakistani features. And I've always said this, the best women come from Pakistan, the most good looking women come from Pakistan. So I think she's a fine artist, a fine talent that this film has got, and I think she brought out the best in Shah Rukh as well. And last but not the least, I think the man himself, Raees, played by SRK. I don't think there's anyone who could have played it better than him because first of all, he's most often typecasted to play this, romantic hero, the lover boy. Shah Rukh Khan has a lot to bring to the table as far as Raees is concerned. Number one, I think because he's just so intensity, driven. He's performance driven. I think this film is all about, believing in the character, believing in what Raees did for a living in that period of the 1980s in Gujarat, talking about the riots, talking about the historic part of it. I think he really, extracted that part of the character beautifully well. And I love the writing of the film a lot. I think Rahul Dulakia was influential in making the writing very spot on, very crisp, very to the point. I don't think there were any moments in the film that were very draggy. Although I did think that towards the end, not towards the end rather, towards the middle, it kind of gave away the little bit of a plot. It didn't seem very suspense driven, but I think the way in which the intermission part was taken towards the end was very gripping as an audience. So I enjoyed that. But I think SRK has outdone himself. If I would have to look at his filmography, this is perhaps one of the best performances I've seen till date. People talk about Swades and Chak De India and so many other films. I love My Name Is Khan personally as well, but I think after watching this film, people are really going to run to the theaters and say that Shah Rukh Khan was born to be an actor, and it shows in every frame, in every still, in every dialogue that he says. It's just such a intensifying, dark, dirty, and a very heavy role. Even the dialogues, it's a very typical Muslim character that he personifies beautifully well. So I think it was very well done. It was great. It was awesome, and yeah, I think I'd give this film a 3.5, 4 out of 5. Yeah, so please watch it and tell me what you guys thought. But as far as I'm concerned, I think Raees has hit the charts and hit the theaters with a desire to stay, and I think it's something that is going to earn Shah Rukh Khan a lot of brownie points, especially for receiving a lot of flack in the last 2-3 years for the kind of choice of films he's done. But I think Dear Zindagi and Raees is a phenomenal combination as far as an actor is concerned, because you want to do a lot of diverse roles, you want to experiment, you want to kind of dig deeper beyond your character, beyond your ability, beyond your potential and your talent. And I think as far as a choice of film is concerned, he's hit the nail on the head this time. So yeah, I think 2017 has started off very well with a film like Raees. It's I couldn't be happier, because today is my Parsi birthday, and to watch a Shah Rukh Khan film seems even more exciting. So yeah, it was awesome. And stay tuned for more on One Take Only, guys. But watch Raees, because he's got everything that you want to see in him. And yeah, but last not the least, I have to also mention Rahul Dolakia. Watching a film like Parzania, which is very art driven, very sort of a slow, surreal film, and then to see a commercial base with a huge star like Shah Rukh, I think was a big choice that he's made. And I think taking his own sweet time has perhaps paid off. Taking a year and a half to make a film as huge as Raees, with a kind of a screenplay which is as complex as that, has perhaps been his biggest winning point. And yeah, I think the collaboration of bringing Nawazuddin Siddiqui, which is a brilliant, phenomenal actor, theater artist, with someone like an SRK, I think has made the film what it's supposed to be, and I think what they hoped it would reach. So I loved it, and I can't wait to watch it again. So stay tuned for more on One Take Only, guys. Go watch Raees and tell me what you guys think, because this is my review and I loved it so much. Cheers, have a good day.